Good morning, everybody. Probably by the time you see this video, it's going to be afternoon or evening. It depends because I'm door dashing soon. But we're going to dig back into Madaline Soto. Her mother's boyfriend, Stefan Stearns, has been indicted. Yes, to me, that's a little bit of a victory. This video is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact, just surely based on my opinion, what I feel to be true, my interpretation of the cards, and my intuition. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. So as we go through this video and this reading, I do want you to comment below how you like this setup. I'm trying something different. I get messages all the time that people can't see my cards. They can't see my cards. Or they would like to see the cards better. So I'm going back to the 2-angle view. So make sure you let me know what you think of this. If this works, and a lot of you like my reactions, my facial expressions. I get it, honey. I get it. It's so much more entertaining to watch a physical person than just to watch a set of hands throwing cards. But I'm going to try to give you the best of both worlds. And you let me know if you like a smaller version of me and the cards, or a smaller version of the cards and bigger version of me. We're going to try this out. And now I'm done with that little spiel. But anyhow, with today, with the indictment that happened, I think it was 2 days ago. I wanted to do this video yesterday, and when I started throwing the cards, I had Sebastian in my mind, and I automatically started reading for Sebastian. And I thought, okay, Maddie's going to be tomorrow then. So here I am. With this indictment, it seems like nobody's really saying a whole lot about Mama and about Jennifer Soto. So I'm really curious how she plays into the scenario. Here I'm playing with my shit on my desk. I know, innocent until proven guilty. In some cases, it is so hard to do that. This is one of them, because we, in our hearts of hearts, we kind of know he did it. I mean, he was essaying this poor girl for years. I've got a series of questions in my mind. I hope I remember them all. I should start writing this shit down, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. But I want to see, as far as how much did Mama know? Was Mama ignoring the situation? Is Mama going to plea bargain? Is there going to be any charges with Mama? And Mama's going to plea bargain and testify against Stefan. Things like that I'm really curious about. And so we're going to throw some cards and see what we get. Shameless plug here. If you would like a personal reading, or if you would like to learn how to read tarot or Lenormand from me, visit my website at mysticjen.com. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and get into these cards. I want to get an overall energy for Madeline, because I think it's going to be a no-brainer about Stefan being convicted, to be honest. I don't even care about that no good piece of shit. To me, I don't even have it in me to call him human. Okay? I can't even call him human. So I want to get an overall energy about the family dynamic, about Mama, and her role. Give me an energy about Mama, please. Give me a card for Mama. They want me to shuffle. Being that this is such a thin deck, it's just major arcana, it's hard to shuffle. Just, you know, there's that happy medium that's easy shuffling. But 22 cards is not easy, especially at this size because they're so flimsy. But let's see, give me a card from Mama, please. And we got a couple. We got a couple. We got a couple cards. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the High Priestess. This is she who knows who doesn't speak, right? The High Priestess is secret information about the wheel, how the wheel turned. I'm seeing this as a chain of events, actually. There's a chain of events that happened, and Mama knows exactly how that wheel turned. And I may even take this a step further with the Wheel of Fortune. Literal wheel, steering wheel, car. Mama knows. This is a no-brainer. Mama knows. Okay. Mama knows. Okay, what does Mama know? I'm probably going to get my True Crime deck out, too. My physical deck is going to be here in a matter of a few days. It's in transit. So I can't wait till my physical True Crime deck comes out. And I can show it all to you. And it is available for pre-order right now on my website. There's actually a community post on here on my YouTube channel. With a link if you want to pre-order. I've already had a couple people pre-order. It is a pre-order sale price also, because the price of the deck is going to go up by $25 after June 15th. Okay, so, because that's the release date. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the Man. We got the Man. Okay, what about the Man? The Ship. There's a reason why I was mentioning the wheel of the car. The Man traveled. Okay? That's traveling. And we're talking about Mama. Mama, this is the knowledge that Mama knows. She knows what the Man did. Did this happen in the car? Oh my God. The whip. The arguing, or the A word. A-B-U, you get it, right? YouTube terms and conditions, I gotta be careful what I say. They censor us creators. So, there seemed to have been some kind of confrontation during traveling, and I'll be honest, intuitively, I'm feeling like this was not that morning of the 26th. Okay? I think this was her birthday. And I think that there was some kind of argument that occurred that involved Stefan here. And that led to a certain chain of events. We got the wishing well. Yeah, this situation runs really deep. And there's a certain wish. Argument over argument over desires and wants. Could Maddie have been telling him no? That it stops. It's got to stop. The mice, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Okay? So, what does Jennifer Soto know that occurred? Okay? What is it that is the hidden truth that she is hiding? Well, what she's hiding is, I get an argument, a fight right here in the center card with the whip. There's an argument. The argument occurred in the vehicle as they were traveling with Stefan, the Man. What was his argument over? Somebody was taking away a certain desire, a certain wish. I would say that Maddie probably stood up for herself and told Stefan it ends now. And I think there's more to that story, but he saw all his desires, his wishes, all that shit between him and Maddie, everything that was going on. He saw it going bye-byes, deteriorating. A certain desire, a certain wish deteriorating here. And depending on what camera view you're looking at, sorry if my arm gets in the way, I have to grab my coffee. This is a coffee day. Absolutely. Okay. We've established that. I kind of want to get that's not the crown deck I want. I want mine. My little mock prototype, because I don't have my physical deck yet. So I will use these until my actual deck gets in. Okay. I definitely want to take a look at what my Quran deck has to say concerning this whole situation. So this is what Mama knows. I want to know, is Mama going to be held accountable for this? Sorry if I keep looking into my phone. Make sure camera is good here. I want to know, if there's more to this story. I know there's all the evidence is going to be presented at trial. It's already public knowledge of what Stefan had in his phone. Hiding and framed. That was kind of on the split. The hiding kind of stood out. I expect her to be hiding from the media. Interviewers. Reporters. Sleuths like you and I. Those sleuths that are boots on the ground that go on site. If I had that freedom right now, hopefully, eventually I will. I would love to be boots on the ground, involved in searches. I really would. But I have limitations. I've got a big dog. Yeah, I could take her with me. Stay at a pet-friendly hotel or whatever. But my son, he needs a woman to take over some of the shit that I do. Yes, he could take care of himself. But he's got his dog too. I won't take both dogs with me. Then I gotta make arrangements for the other dog. Pain in the ass. But I wish I could be boots on the ground, involved in the search. Okay. For Mama. Okay, we've got karma time. We've got intuition. That's that high priestess energy. And we got cult. An organization. OMG. She knows about an organization. And folks, this involves Stefan. I think this is much bigger than just Stefan doing what he was doing with Maddie. This is, okay, the lid's about to blow off right here. This is a boom and a shit you not moment. I shit you not that I swear that, because he was on some kind of Telegram or Telegraph, whatever that site that is, something that predators use a lot. The cult, intuition, it's karma time. All of this. It was more than just Maddie squealing on what Stefan was doing to her. Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. He was selling her out. In other words, renting her to other perps. That's what that cult is. That is an organization. Intuition is high priestess energy. I think the intuition also kind of tells me that maybe intuitively she thought the cult, there was an organization. Maybe Mama didn't know how deep Stefan really was. Maybe she just thought, oh, Stefan was doing this. Maybe she really didn't know. Time's up. Time's up. So it's like she's running out of time. I think they're going to come after her for her involvement. But I'm seeing a lot here. I think she had intuitive hits that her daughter was the entertainment for some of Stefan's group. Strategy. So, time's running out. This is bothering. It's supposed to go this way. Time is running out for Jennifer Soto. And she's coming up with a strategy. I would expect her lawyering up. Destruction. Okay. So some of you who want to know about Mama Dearest, there it is. It's destruction. She's headed down a road of self-destruction. I would expect her to be lawyering up. She probably has lawyered up already. Just saying. That's kind of what I'm getting. So, we want tarot right now. Okay. So, I think I heard... It's kind of funny that I'm mentioning that now because I believe I had heard somewhere that there were rumors that maybe, possibly, he may have been involved in something sinister, deeper than just him essaying, but other people on his Telegram group making deals. Because I think in a past video, it's been a while. There may have been money involved to come up in that reading, but okay. Okay, what do we have? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay? The Knight of Wands is impulsiveness, recklessness, with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles with this is money coming in, and you can see somebody over SEXED. I wish I had a horn I could blow just for the symbol of horn. E. Bastards. Okay. That is, he saw a business opportunity of renting her out. Okay. What else do we got here? The star. She was the star of the show. The star. A rising star. There were a lot of hopes for the future with her. You kind of get where I'm going. Which makes me wonder, the alleged story of potential pregnancy, which we haven't heard. I don't think anybody's heard anything about the autopsy report. I bet that's being saved for trial. If she was, it makes me wonder, maybe Stefan wasn't daddy. This is sickening. And I know this is all about what Mom knows. Okay, so Mom might have discovered this. Okay. Or Mom actually knew it. Six of Wands. Victory. Having a good feeling. This is also a card of ego. So whatever she was starring as, you all know what she was starring as. I don't have to say it again. Remember YouTube. I don't need to get demonetized or my video deleted. But she was the star of the show, and it was becoming a success. Three of Swords, but it was heartbreaking. So Mom is showing up here as hurt and upset over what Stefan was doing, even with the cult, because her daughter was a star, but not the kind of star that Jennifer actually envisioned for her daughter. But that Ace of Pentacles is like the elephant in the room, actually. The opportunity, the contracts, the money. Underneath the deck, yep, there it is. Look at that. Three of Pentacles. That Three of Pentacles is a group working together, a business deal. So this was, the Knight of Wands with that is a SEX group. Four of Wands. Holy shit. Money coming into the house, bringing about stability. Were there strange men coming to the house for Maddie? Was this all done out of the house so that Maddie wasn't out of sight? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Nine of Pentacles. Financial independence. Financial stability. Working alone. This is kind of like she was the lone star of this, and that there was a lot of money going through that household. A lot of money in regards to this. So it's all coming out. This is what was also going on here. Mama knew it. Mama was she didn't like it with this Three of Pentacles, or Three of Swords. However, she went along with it because she did like the money. She did like the money. Then we got the Hermit. Again, hidden away. And, you know, when I was mentioning hidden, when I saw that on the cut, hidden, all in secret. This could, in true crime, this could also be representation within the house. A lot of victory, I'm telling you. Then we got the Queen of Swords. She is the Ice Queen. She is the queen that turns off her emotions. So there was a lot of disappointment. It hurt. It kind of hurt. that her daughter was going through this, but she became the ice queen. She became numb to those raw emotions here, that of how much this was hurting Maddie. Jennifer Soto turned off those emotions. She did not want to deal with them. She did not want to feel them. And she let things happen. So let me bring out this deck, because I feel like all the business deals was happening within the home. Okay? And I got to do this quickly because I got to get on the DoorDash road here in a half an hour. I got to stop by the gas station first. Okay. So later on tonight, I will have a DoorDash video as well on my other channel, on my vlog channel. I do DoorDash ride-alongs. I'm thinking about starting a series over there, Drive Time and Crime. I was going to do it here, but it just did not seem like it fit my genre. But I could do a lot of talking and while I'm driving and doing deliveries, right? So, okay. And if you're new to my channel, yes, I do kind of shoot the breeze, talk a little bit, talk about myself. Because when I take my mind off of the shuffling, I put my intention out there, and then I take my mind off the shuffling. It lets the energy flow through my hands and stuff where my mind's not on it and my mind's not interfering, like saying, should I stop shuffling now? Is now the time? It's just I automatically just stop shuffling when the cards are ready. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the mystery house has to say, because this feels like this was a business being run out of the house, and it does, and being rented out or being the star of the show, I am not feeling like Maddie was traveling to other homes. I'm feeling more like people were coming to Maddie's home under the direction of Stefan through a cult. The cult to me is just representing a group of people, a negative group of people here that he is interacting with on Telegram. Okay. And I just feel that that's why I felt to bring this out. Confusion, disoriented, and intrigue, fascination, the storyteller. And if you notice, she's got some kind of thing on her eye. So this is telling me that that I think that this is telling a story of Maddie becoming aware of what was really going on, that this was not right. Okay, what was going on with her was not correct. Social occasions. So yeah, these were like social events that Maddie was introduced to people, and there were hidden secrets about these events. Meetings. Social meetings, like social media. Okay, that's that Telegram. So yes, there's a lot of secrets around about that, but I'm feeling like investigators are on it. I'm willing to bet investigators are looking at that, and there's other people. They're trying to sift through the confusion and maybe even decode. I'm like seeing code words per se, and they're trying to decode this. But it is under research and investigation right now. Ascending to a higher level. Yes, this is taking investigators to a whole new level in this case. That this case is much bigger, much more sinister, involving more people than what Ellie and had originally thought. Night terrors, past memories haunted, fear and horrified, watching and stalking. I'm telling you, I'm thinking that some of those pictures on his phone, he was selling them, posting them, and because there's memories, haunted, that is almost like pictures to me. And see, Scream Park, and all eyeballs. This is, to me, maybe even on, she may have been rented out, but also on webcam or something, being made to perform, is right here. I shit you not. It's right there, folks. It is fucking right there. And she was horrified, full of fear, afraid to speak up. Because these two together, if you look at the stitched up lips, she was afraid to speak up. And I think what happened with her murder, maybe I'm far enough into the video I could say that word. But what happened is she was stopping it all. It was all about the end. And I think Madeline was about ready to blow the whistle. She got to an age of awareness to understand what is normal and what is right and what is wrong. Okay. Kettle simmering. And it's all happening in divine timing. This is a simmering pot. All the secrets are simmering right now. And what I'm telling you here, because I wanted to know exactly what Jennifer Soto knew and her involvement. She was in the thick of things. She was in the thick of things. Unstable foundation, and it's come crashing down. There was a lot of anxiety on her part too, because she knew how big this was. She knew the players. Jennifer Soto knew the players, and she did nothing to stop it out of fear also. She was afraid for her own life, so she continued to allow this to happen to her fucking daughter. Are you fucking kidding me? What a piece of shit of a mother. I wouldn't even call her a mother. Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. Always remember that. Okay. I have until, it's 11:07 a.m. right now. I'm supposed to log in to DoorDash at 11:30. I got until 11:44 a.m. before they totally take my shift away from me. I will probably, what I really should have done, well, when I first looked, it wasn't busy, so it may be one of them days that I go out for an hour and I say, fuck it! Uber Eats has been slow too. Uber Eats was picking up in our area, and I was making more money on Uber Eats than DoorDash, which is unusual. But, okay, what do we got? The country home. I shit you not. This shit happened in the house. She was being rented out, either physically or at the very bare minimum webcam. Makes me wonder if on video, on webcam, or something, that Stefan wasn't performing with her and doing stuff to her for this group of perpetrators or pedophiles. Faithfulness and affection. Those two cards together are telling me that from a very young age, when all this shit started, Maddie was told it's love. That was the story that Stefan was telling her. Oh, this is how we express love to each other. Motherfucker. Okay. And then he became very angry. That's the anger card. And outraged. gambles and some money. Because he may even have had some gambling debts, just saying. But he was out. There was anger and outrage. And there was about money also involved. See what's under the deck? Sweet card. Oh, he knew how to sweet talk. He made Maddie really think that this was love in the beginning. Infatuation type of card. And she became very infatuated with Stefan. I think Mama didn't like it. I don't think Mama was the one that did the physical act of unaliving. But she knew. She knew what was going to happen. I'm kind of wondering if she... Here's what... Okay. Spirit's talking so fast, I'm trying to grasp everything as I'm looking at these cards. The intuitive part. She intuitively knew that something bad may happen to her daughter. I don't think she expected an unaliving of her daughter. I really don't. But she had fear because I think whether she knew, she may not have known till after the fact that Maddie was going to squeal and tell what was going on. I think because there's an independent act here and I feel it's on Stefan's part. After the fact, Jennifer Soto became aware of this had to be done. Trap. Because he was angry over being trapped. Meaning, and that could even be, by the way, I think both of them were angry. Maddie and Stefan. Maddie was angry over the being deceived and made the belief that this was love and he's being affectionate and you know, all that stuff. That card is representing both of them, that anger card. And I think she found out that there was money involved. Maybe he promised Madeline, I'm going to buy you this, I'm going to buy you that. Everybody thinks you're beautiful, and people online throwing flattery out to her, trying to make her feel good. And this was at a young age. But then she realized the truth. And that made her angry, and I think there was a threat thrown out. A window. The view. She saw a window of opportunity. And I think Stefan saw a window of opportunity to get rid of Maddie. But it's like Maddie had clarity. Dark-haired man. Fucking A. There we go. Boom. I shit you not. And he's kind of sitting back there, all kind of smug and everything. Or standing there, directing. He was the director of the online movies. I mean, this is like totally sickening and disgusting. Completely sickening and disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. How much of this did Jennifer Soto, know? Every last bit. She knew the whole scenario, what was going on within the home. But I still say she did not know that her daughter was going to become unalived until it actually happened. And I bet, and here's what I'm getting. I'm getting intuitive hits that she also knew that she could spend time behind bars. So she went along with this story and faked video footage. I'm telling you, and I think I said this in another reading of Maddie, that Jennifer Soto dressed like Maddie on the outside of the car. You know, because they said, oh, on the dash cam or whatever, there wasn't Maddie walking. That was Jennifer Soto. She went along with this plan to cover it up, and she had to put on her big girl pants and kind of ice her emotions, bury her emotions, and think logically and not acknowledge her loss. I even hate to say this. I hate to give that bitch any kind of credit, but she does feel it on an emotional level. She lost her daughter. But she buries that because now she is in survival mode, self-preservation. She doesn't want to go to jail. But she got caught up in this nasty web of dark web shit. I'm surprised my dark web card did not come out. She got caught up in all that when she got involved with Stefan. And honestly, in the beginning of their relationship, he was involved in this kind of shit, but she didn't know it. I think that was hidden. She found out eventually, but by the time she found out, it was too late for her to make an exit, if that makes sense. So she's a victim, but she's not a victim. She's putting her own life before her daughter's. That's why I say that. She was afraid. It's going to be a quick trial. I shit you not. I picked up this deck and this card fell into my lap from the bottom. The King of Air. Libra energy. Law. Judges. Attorneys. I shit you not. As a timing, it's like it could be during the fall, during September 22nd to October 21st. Or it could be within 1 to 2 weeks. It's not going to be within 1 to 2 weeks. I think Stefan's trial is going to start. There's going to be more information coming out in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I think come fall, or I'm feeling he could go to trial in the fall. The defense wants a speedy trial. And I saw a report where somebody said that they didn't think it was going to happen as quickly as what they wanted. I think the prosecution is going to try to push to have a little bit of a delay on it. If it was up to the defense, it would be this summer. This trial would be going on. Or immediately within weeks. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be surprised if it happens before fall. It could happen like late summer, but I'm feeling like something about September is very important. And this is the Justice card. This feels like something going down for Jennifer Soto this fall. Okay? That just really stood out like a sore thumb. Something this fall with Jennifer Soto. She could actually be charged with an accessory or other sex related crimes because of her knowledge. And she allowed it. There's something there. And obstruction of justice. Something. They're going to nail her on something. And she's gonna, I think she's gonna end up indicted as well. And remember, if you start, when I started this video, I thought possibly she could come up with some kind of plea deal if she testified against Stefan. But I almost feel if she does that, she's going to need put in witness protection. Because she's going to have a target on her back for turning. Because it's going to end up turning an organization on its head. Sleeping stones. The process of arrival, step by... Yeah, it's step by step. So they're step by step on getting Jennifer Soto, getting charges on her. It's a step by step process. I think they're focused more on Stefan right now. But she's gonna come under fire. Yeah, the man. They're definitely more focused on the man at this time. Legal proceedings. It's a step-by-step process before they get to her. Okay? We got the Wolverine. The Wolverine is fierce, unpredictable. This, and, you know, so I don't feel elusive in this. Elusive is a key word. I'm feeling more like wild and power struggles. Yeah, there is some shit about to go down. The earth element. Money. This is earth. This is talking about one's duty. Something tangible. Doers and makers. Things are stuck. So things are stuck where Jennifer Soto is concerned. So they need to move forward with the man. You know, sometimes we see both parties be arrested simultaneously, separate trials. I am drawing a complete blank, complete brain fart here, trying to figure out I have a case in my mind where both parties were put on trial, but they were separate trials because they had shit on both. I'm feeling like this is because there's things that are stuck that they can't get on the mother yet. I think they're working on it. There's a power struggle here. I think she's hiding out. But I think the step-by-step is screaming at me. It's a step-by-step process. Kind of stuck where mom is concerned. But it's a step-by-step process. They got to focus on the man. And I think when it comes to the trial for the man, that's when they're going to move in on mom. And so that mom could tell them everything, offer some kind of deal. That's what I'm getting here, folks. So, if you stayed with me this long, I thank you. But I wanted to dig into this is what I wanted to do yesterday, and Sebastian came up. Sebastian came out of my mouth, and I was saying Sebastian when I was shuffling the cards, even before recording. So, there you go. Okay, I am out of here. I love you all, and folks, this is where I'm dropping the mic.